Okay, so I'm going to try or attempt to share how I retain length. Probably been growing my hair out, like putting forth real effort to grow my hair for like a year and some change, and it has grown. This is the current length of my hair. I'll insert, well, I don't know about current. This was probably in September. I have one from February and then one from September because I decided to take pictures to keep track of my length just to see if it was actually growing. But yes, so this is something that I do quite often, and I believe that it really helps me retain length. So take down my hair. Put a towel on because I don't have time. Furniture becoming disgusting. Okay, so this is one side of my hair taken down. It looks a little gross. It has like this little, it has a little bit of conditioner and like this like gel that doesn't work for me at all, but I need some product to put in there just so I could smoothly glide my hands through there. It didn't work, but whatever. So basically this is like the concoction that I use. It's in this thing. Whatever. It's in this container. It's just a container. It's not the actual product in there. So it looks pretty effing gross. But you can't see anyway. 'Cause it's so, oh my goodness. Only I would do. Okay, whatever. Well, can't show you what it looks like. But I can tell you what's in it. Okay, as for this mixture, I just kind of put what I feel needs to be in there. Sometimes it's conditioner, sometimes it's like a thick cream. It really just depends. I make sure I have any type of oils that I like. And then as for the shea bay, I try not to put too much because it can look a little gross when it's in your hair. If people don't know what it is, it just kind of looks like dirt. So I try to be careful and not be too heavy-handed with that. And each mixture looks a little different because I don't have specific measurements. It just depends on how I'm feeling when I'm adding it to my container. So this is gonna be the last piece for this side. Yeah, I see crooked parts, whatever. Not pressed. Got way too much hair to be stressed over. Apart. And I usually do my own hair, my own twist, my own braids because I refuse to pay somebody an arm and a leg, because that's what they end up doing. They end up charging me an arm and a leg, even to get it straightened. People love to say I have too much hair, which I really don't think I do. I just think it looks it just looks a little thick. But when I put it in my braids, I feel like, you know, it looks contained and just not as thick. Okay. My hair is different textures, so like around my hair is a lot tighter. The middle is tighter, but it's not like super tight. Like right here in my kitchen area, it's like tighter. So I don't do wash and goes. I don't wear it just out and free. One, because I feel like it'll bring attention that I do not want. But yes, it does take a lot of effort and energy. This is not even half of my hair here, but it's, okay, maybe I do got a lot of hair. Okay, so I believe that doing this has really helped me retain a lot of length because my hair isn't out as often, so I'm not really manipulating it, and two, it's moisturized and it's like put away. I usually bobby pin my braids up, which I'll show later on in the video, but even with that, it's not rubbing up against my clothes, it's not snagging on anything. The braids usually just stay up, and then even when I take them down days later or even a week later to redo it, it's still moisturized. It doesn't feel dried out, it doesn't feel brittle, and I just really like doing this, and this has given me the most growth so far. One thing that I can say about using this mixture is that I've noticed for me it is better to do it on wet hair because the product goes further. If I try it on dry hair, I'm here forever and I'm trying to make it stretch, and it just usually doesn't work as well as me doing it on wet hair. Although I do have my spray bottle, it's not the same as working on like freshly washed hair or just hair that has been wet while I was in the shower. So I would recommend, if you do want to try this, or if you're going to try this, that you should probably try it on wet hair. Especially if your hair is as thick as mine. If it's not as thick as mine, then I really don't know. Do whatever works for you. But for me, my hair is super thick and it just eats product like there's no tomorrow. But I feel like it doesn't eat it in the way of just soaking it up. It's hard. As you will see me do these braids, I do twist and braid my own hair when it comes to, like, I don't know, singles. I'm not very good at it. I do a decent enough job for me. It doesn't really have to be super neat, or I'm not a professional, basically. So whatever I end up with is what I end up with. But when it comes to these two braids, these are probably the neatest braids that I can do. I can't really do small braids, being that I can't grip. So the fact that I can't grip does help in a sense because I'm not pulling too tight on my edges, or there's nothing that feels as though it's gonna snap because I can't grab my hair tight enough for that. When I do pull my braids up, sometimes it can feel a little tight, and even then I just try to loosen it to the best of my abilities. But with this product, or this mixture that I put in my hair, it can get a little greasy or oily, or can like stain clothes or bedding. So that's one downside to using this. But my hair does stay moisturized, which is, I'll just take that L of having oil everywhere. I usually just put on a scarf, and then I put on like a thick beanie to try and keep it from seeping through the scarf onto my bedding. So I do go to sleep looking a little crazy. but overall it has helped my hair. So then I take bobby pins that are kind of like the, I don't know, the ones they use for like the ballerina buns, the spaced out ones, the like ones that you can't see because my camera is being annoying. All right, let me try. Let me see. These kind, they're kind of thick. Okay. I think you can kind of see it. They're kind of thick. I mean, not thick, they're like spaced out. Whatever, they're spaced out. And then I take my braids one by one and just pin it up. And the reason why I can't use like the bulky hair ties is because my braid comes almost it's all the way in the front, and those things are kind of too bulky, so you can see it and it's not all that great. And then like my ends stick up, and nobody tells me because I guess they just think I like to walk around looking like that, but whatever. See. And you just have to kind of tuck it. I just have to kind of tuck it. And then across this one in the back, and I put it right here. Okay. I'm uncomfortable because it's poking me in my ear. So this is, it looks so dirty because of all the crap in it. Okay. All in my ear. Look like I'm a little bald there too. Okay. Over it. So, goodness. Okay. So this is the final piece or final thing. Parts crooked, it's okay. All I know how to do is part crooked. Yes, I don't like lay any edges or anything like that just because it takes a lot of effort. I can never find anything that works, and I really just don't care to have that on my like face. I don't want to break out or anything. Yeah, so this is like what I wear. For the most part, and then I keep it up like this because if it touches your shirt, then it gets oily, and you have all these oil stains. You just walk around looking like a dirty child, and it's just not a thing. So I like to put it up, and it's also easier to wrap at night. But this is like the only time that I wrap my hair at night as well. If my hair's straight, then I don't wrap it because everything falls off, and I just don't care to wrap it. And my battery's dying and I'm running out of memory, so this is as good as it's gonna get. Yep. And I'll wear it for like the whole week if I can. I like to do it every 3 or 4 days, but I don't have enough money to be buying products to be doing that because it took a lot of product to do this. I have just a little sip left, and that's about it. That is how I retain length.